Talkin Loud podcast. Dank, sticky, gassy, and all that good stuff.
Is the weed on the show real?
No.
And guys, it's season 3 already. Can you believe that? We've gotten to season 3, episode 60. Perfect. We're 60 episodes deep, man. And that's all thanks to you guys, everyone that supports the channel, everyone that watches. As you guys see, we got a new setup. We're in the new podcast studio, and it's looking great, man. And we got a special guest with us today. And I know a lot of you guys were taking guesses to see who it is, but none of you guys guessed right. Before we get into that, like I was saying, man, shout out to everyone that's watching, everyone that supports. It's all thanks to you guys, and especially you guys who support on Patreon, you VIPs, everyone that's supporting, man. All the ICANN VIP Bean Club members. We actually got a new shipment of some fire genetics in from the breeders and seed banks. We're going to send that out to you guys, so look out for that. If you aren't part of the ICANN VIP Bean Club, man, you're missing out. Some fire genetics is going out, different strains, autos, photos, rags, all sorts of stuff, man. So it's going to be a fun time. I can tell you that much. But guys, tell me what you think about the setup. Drop it in the comments down below. It's going to be a great episode today. New podcast studio. Just to show you guys this is friggin' awesome. And we have a special guest here with us to talk about it. And without further ado, I'm going to bring her in because this is the wifey. This is the missus. This is the one who has been helping me a lot behind the scenes. The inspiration for a lot, man. So huge shout out to Daria because we got Daria on the show. How's it going, Daria?
This is so fun.
I know, man.
So wait, people were guessing?
Only the patrons. Only the patrons. I did a post last night, and some of the patrons, the VIPs, and some of the all-access members and stuff like that. The ones who really show love, you know, the hardcore ICANN fans, those ones, man. And this is all thanks to those guys, you know. So they were actually guessing. We got, like, Snoop Dogg in there. People like Scotty from Dude Grow Show. That is pretty possible, you know. Shout out Scotty. You know, there were a lot of different guesses, man. And I don't think anyone
it's just me,
guessed
sorry.
No, man, but this is great because, guys, a lot of you guys don't know, but I've been begging Daria to come on for the longest while now. I've literally been asking her, like, yo, can you come on? You know, a lot of people, you know, just would like to see you and stuff. Like, come on, let's just do it. And she's been like, no. And I was finally able to convince her. New setup and everything. So here she is, man. Guys, better be nice because if you're not nice, she's not coming back on.
So I felt like a fraud coming on, but you know, we're going to talk about some stuff today. It'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure. You don't grow, but, like, you do a lot of token. You toke everything that I got, and I grow. So, you know, and you do help me in situations where, like, you know, if I got to move out and do something, you can tend to the plants. You know, you just water them. Sometimes I'm in my garden, and I water them. I show my daughter them. So you know what I'm talking about. You help that way.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's going to be a banging episode, guys. So definitely smash the like button. Let me know what you guys are thinking. It's going to be a great episode. If you guys want more stuff like this, like I said, be nice because maybe Daria will come on again and maybe we can make this like a regular thing, but you guys better be nice. But I'm going to get blazed, man. I got a couple of things to spark up and we're going to just find out a lot of different stuff, man. So like I was saying, Daria, you're a long-time supporter of the channel. You've been there since day one. Yeah. You were actually there when I came up with the name for the channel. I was sitting down on the couch and blazing up. The inspiration behind everything, man. The good plant. The inspiration behind everything.
And that like old brown couch.
Yeah, the recliner. It was a recliner.
It was.
And I literally hit the J. I hit that button. I was like, you know, I can grow now. I can. Like, I really can.
Yeah.
THC, man. And that's just how it came up. I can. THC.
True story.
True story, right? I told people that and they literally don't believe me a lot of the times.
That's what happened.
No lie, man. So definitely, like, you've been here for a long time and, like, seeing everything happen. How does it just feel like, you know, being part of it? You know, not maybe actively, like, being on the fronts all the time, but just sort of, like, you know, seeing the progression and stuff like that, you know?
It's been a journey. It's great to watch you grow. It's been some years, so just proud of you.
Nice.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on, man. I appreciate that. Now, guys, I'm going to spark this up. Let me know what you guys think. But a lot of people that, you know, come on and all that sort of stuff, we talk about, like, different types of flowers, not always growing. You talk about, like, you know, what they like, what they don't like, that sort of stuff. And a lot of people, you know, sometimes they buy stuff and they're pretty disappointed with the flower they get, right? So, like, I know that, like, that's what, like, gets a lot of people into growing, you know, whether it's because the flower is super expensive or you just get something that tastes like crap. You know, it looks good but tastes like crap. Have you ever had anything that tastes pretty horrible, like not good at all? Any shitty flower?
Yeah.
And don't say it's something I grew because I'm hoping it's not something I grew.
Definitely not. Never. who hasn't smoked shitty weed at some point? Definitely everybody. But yeah, back to what you were saying. I have looked for super green flower and being like disappointed, thinking that it was like gonna be super hard because it was like fluorescent green or something, and it was just not that good.
Yeah, it's not all about the looks then, right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, because I've gotten some flour sometimes that looks real good, but like when you actually get down to the nitty gritty, you start to like even get in there, break it down, put it in the grinder. You get like a funky smell coming out of it, you know?
Yeah.
And that could be real painful. And you know, we buy like by the ounces and shit like that just because it lasts, right? And it's painful to smoke a whole ounce of some shitty weed, right?
It is. It's almost like, is it not done yet?
Like how much longer?
Yeah.
Why is this still happening to us?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Especially when you think it's okay at first.
Yeah.
And then you like get into it and you're like, no, this isn't good, and you've already bought like 2 ounces in it or something.
It's the worst, man. Straight up, like everyone had that experience at least once, I'm sure, man. Because a lot of people buy flour. So, but actually, coming to think of it, where was that flour? Do you actually remember where you got that? Because I got some bad flour, like brickweed and stuff like that.
Caribbean, yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I got a lot of that brickweed out in the Caribbean too, man.
Colo,
that's what we call it, man. If you know, you know. We got some Trinities who always tune into the show, man. Shout out like Rasta Man and all you guys. Like, yeah, man. Colo. Vinci. Yeah, we got that Vinci. You guys know about Vinci? If you know what Vinci is, drop it in the comments and let me know. Because we got that Vinci. And we also got Jam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that in 100 years. But yes, Jam. That is a thing.
Jam.
Where's that from?
Jam is from Jamaica, they say. Yeah, so like the Jam is from Jamaica. The Vinci, I think they say, is from St. Vincent. And then you got like the Colo, which they say is from like Colombia, you know? So it comes from all the close areas from pretty much where that country is located. You know, that Trinidad's just off of Venezuela, and then like Colombia is pretty close, so you know you get a lot of stuff shipped across there, and Jamaica's just higher up, so you get a lot of stuff shipped down to you. And then like where St. Vincent is also in the freaking Caribbean pretty much, so like you just get stuff sent across to you there as well. And that was almost always like some real leafy, seedy sort of flower, right?
Full
like
of seeds, full of seeds.
You can shake it out.
Not the seeds that you want to grow anything with.
It's bag
just weight,
seed.
Yeah.
And it's weight too.
Taking up weight,
so true.
In your kill count, you know.
Yeah, so true. Terrible. A lot of people actually don't even think about that because like you could have like the bags and like you go by the plug and he weighs it out for you and shit, and it's a ton of stems and seeds up in that. Like, what am I supposed to do with all that stems and seeds? By the time I throw that away, my 7 grams is going down to 4.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with that 4 grams now?
And on the flip side, when you had some good weed and you found a seed, it was like gold. You'd like take a picture and send it back to the dealer. Like, look what I got.
Yeah, that is actually so true.
So
I actually still got like I went out to Barbados, or as a lot of people say, Barbados. But I went out to Barbados and I actually got some fire flower. Shout out to my homie Gabe, the big homie Gabe. You know I love you, my dog. But he actually hooked me up with some fire flower. I got a bunch of different strains, and in there was some Bruce Banner. Well, what they say was Bruce Banner. I don't know if it was a real thing or not, but it was fire, and I got a seed from it, and I was super stoked. I kept that seed. I put it in a little.
Did you pop it?
I haven't popped it yet, but I kept it.
You still have it?
Yeah, I still have it. Though.
We left Barbados with that?
Yeah, that bag seed. So, guys, if you ever gotten a bag seed that's just been so much fire, you just got something, you don't know what it is. They say it's one thing. It may not be that. It may be something else, but it's just so much fire that you keep that seed popping and you get some super fire from it. Because a lot of times, some bag seeds are some real fire, you know? And actually on the flip side of that, we were just talking about some of the shitty weed and you can get some good stuff from it. So have you ever had some like real nice flower, something that really tickles your fancy, like what sort of flower do you like? Do you like gassy stuff, fruity stuff, sour stuff?
At the risk of sounding girly, I'm going to say I like fruity things for sure.
Hopefully not fruity guys, because I'm not a fruity guy.
Absolutely not. I don't really go for gassy too much. I mean, I'll smoke it, don't get me wrong. But if I had to choose, I would say like a fruity, nice, like light, taste. Like I really like that. And like definitely a sativa over an indica any day.
Wow,
but again,
actually.
I'll do both.
Yeah, there's a lot of hybrids going around.
Yeah,
but
I was just about to say
I actually
hybrid
didn't
me
even
out.
really know that about you. Like, I thought you were like an indica girl, but I guess now I know that you're like a sativa girl.
I mean, I like the indica and everything, but I mean, you also want to feel like you can do things, and we're from the Caribbean. We
can
like
activate.
we would like go out, and
Yeah.
right before going out, we would like smoke a massive
Clunker.
and you still want to be able to have fun after, not
Yeah.
feel to sleep.
So true. Like a lot of the times, like I love indicas and stuff like that, just because I like that couch lock effect. But like I do catch myself sometimes smoking like those heavy indicas and stuff, and then I just end up lying down on the couch and being super unproductive, falling asleep, done, not feeling to go anywhere, move anywhere, do anything. So
like I've been fighting to not sleep with the piano for the last couple of days with what we've been smoking on. It's just been making me feel to nap.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Like, I actually took a nap today, but that's because we were up
yeah.
last night real late,
Yeah,
shooting another episode, trying to get it to work out. We were just ironing out the kinks, just making sure everything's good for you guys, because it's got to be the best that it can be for you guys, right? That's super important. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Of course, man. It's got to be super important, man. Now, that's...
Guys, he takes this channel super seriously. I can't tell you the work he puts in.
A lot.
No joke, yeah. He's down here all the time. You don't I hear the episodes running constantly in my head while he's editing. Like, it goes on. Like, he puts in a lot of hours. No joke.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like that Seed to Harvest episode that I did recently, that was actually like
it was like
days
4 days
of work. Yeah, that's like a week.
Yeah.
And it's just like working, staying up late.
No, I mean like 4 days of like 24 hours.
Yeah, like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
up. I'm up until 4 a.m. I'm rolling into bed like,
I want to say 6.
5, like, sun's coming up and shit. And I'm just trying to get it done because like I'm really trying to get it done to a real good quality for you guys as well. And a lot of you guys love the Seed to Harvest that we've been putting out, so shout out to everyone, and we're working a lot for you guys. So if you guys aren't checking out the Uncensored channel, also check that out. The Uncensored channel is where we go raw, uncensored, show you guys everything, do a lot of messed up shit, and you guys will like that, man. It's a lot of fun over there, so check that out. They were like, we're just trying to like put out some different types of content for you guys, so look out for that.
Perfect.
Fun.
Now when it comes to like just routines and stuff, because we were talking about like some people like indicas and people like sativas, couch lock. Are you like a wake and bake type of gal, or like certain people can't do the wake and bake thing? Like, do you do it?
I love a wake and bake. Yeah, definitely gets the day going. But yeah, some people I've heard someone say like it makes them feel guilty. He actually said that he needs to have like 1 8-ounce glass of water before he feels okay enough it's
just hearing that I need some water now.
And it's Gabe, so it's funny. Like he's like, no, I gotta
GT.
I gotta have 1 8-ounce glass of water, at least before I feel like okay. But he'll rip the bowl in the morning too.
Yeah, and he's also got like responsibilities and stuff, right? So a lot of you guys out here who are watching right now, I'm sure you guys got kids. Mm-hmm. I know there are times when I'm like doing lives and stuff, and you guys like, I just picked up the kids from school, I gotta head out. I'll see you in a bit, Matt. So
my
like,
God.
let me know in the chat.
There's
like
a parent crowd.
A lot of parents, man, which is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous in a good way, like the best way possible. I think it's
yeah.
absolutely fucking amazing. So like, you guys, let me know if that like affects your routine in any way, like or do you still do the wake and bake thing, or you wait until later on after you pick the kids up from school, like I'm back home now and now I can relax? Like, how does it work out for you guys? Because I know my homie, he did not do the wake and bake thing because he had the kids in the morning and stuff like that. But in the evenings, my dude hit me up and like, yo, Matt, I'm ready to blaze up, I'm ready to get lit, what are you saying, bro? So like, it's just interesting. Everyone's different in that way.
Yeah
It's so true, man. So guys, let me know what you guys think about that. So on that sort of note, like, what's the like fondest memory you have when it comes to like smoking? Like, is there any favorite strain that you've ever smoked that stands out to you or anything like that? Or
I'm not really sure about favorite strain. They kind of,
they vary.
meld together after a while.
Especially now with all the
sure.
crazy names.
Yeah.
Cheetah piss.
Who knows? But I definitely have a fond memory of the first time I went to Amsterdam.
Dope.
At the time, it was like super cool for some reason to like smoke on White Widow. Like,
White Widow.
I don't even know why that's like started.
It's
or
a legendary
anything,
strain
I'm not
too.
Sure. Yeah, but it was
That
like
White
super
Widow.
cool at the moment. Like, yeah, we know about it now. Like, it's legendary now. But is it super cool to smoke? I don't know. Maybe amongst the youngins. But it was really cool then. So I remember like getting to Amsterdam and it being on a list.
Sweet.
Yeah, and by the end of it, we actually had this like book that we had like every strain that we tried in the book. And it reached, I mean, it was like a little notebook, but it reached like, you know, a solid 4 pages of different strains. It was pretty cool.
That is pretty dope. Because, like,
Yeah.
White Widow is actually one of those
I
strains that
wonder
you
where
just.
that book is.
True. I would love
Yeah.
to see that. Like, come to
Yeah.
think of it, I'll put that, like, down
The
here,
Aussies
you know,
have
in the
it.
office.
Where are you
Oh,
guys?
where are you guys?
Yeah.
Literally, man, the White Widow is actually a strain that's been around for a while, and like people have been trying to
Mm-hmm.
find beans for that nowadays, and they just can't find it. Like
Oh.
original strain, hard to find. It's like almost one of those dead strains. There are a lot of
Oh,
like
it's endangered.
almost like, and there are a lot of like variations to it or stuff that people will sell off and say it's White Widow, but it's not really. So
Yeah, how would you
and
know?
that's the thing. How
I
do
guess?
people actually know? You know, especially if you just get a pack of seeds, you won't
Yeah.
know until you grow it out.
No, I mean, how maybe I didn't even smoke White Widow. Who knows? But
But if it's
I-
out in
I put
Amsterdam
it
and it's
the
on a
list.
menu, it's pretty
Yeah.
sure it's probably is legit.
Yeah,
You know,
True.
probably is legit. I've been out in Amsterdam myself as well, man, and I actually love it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's so close to the UK. Shout out everyone that's tuning in right now from the UK. We got Mad Dog, we got Norma G, we got all you homies out in the UK showing love. And yeah, I loved it. And you can just head across there. You know, it's like 30, 40 quid. You can hop a flight and get across there, return.
so cheap.
You know, yeah, and you can get across there, and you know, going from Prohibition land out in the UK to going across to a place like Amsterdam where it's legal, you can go hit up coffee shops, and then you can
Yeah.
go and buy flour off of a menu, which is like
So fun.
was previously unheard of for me. Like the first time I did that was in Amsterdam,
Oh, absolutely. Me too.
blew my fucking mind.
Yeah. And then the second time was probably in Colorado.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Now it's
Otherwise, it was a hidden lifestyle.
yeah,
You know.
that does not
In the
happen
Caribbean,
often.
absolutely.
Yeah, that does
Only
not
until
happen.
recently.
Yeah, I've actually not been to Jamaica since they've done the legal thing, so I don't know like
True.
if they have it like that. But I've spoken to people that said like the legal market is pretty dope and you can get stuff, but I don't know if it's like menu at the dispensary type thing or
Nice. I would love
I
to
don't know.
visit Jamaica.
yeah,
Please
Jamaica.
take me.
Jamaica would be pretty cool. That'd
Yeah,
be dope.
it would be fun.
Yeah, I've actually had a Jamaican grower on, man, and the internet connection was a little bit bad. You know, sometimes that happens, but he's gonna come back on soon, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. But Amsterdam is dope, and like I used to hit it up. And one of the funny things is that you know you can hit like the coffee shops. You can buy flowers only at the coffee shops. You know, there's not dispensaries and stuff like that. There's coffee shops. You know, so you can buy coffee and you can buy your flower. Sit down there, have a smoke, and drink your morning coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
Your cappuccino.
I think I had like hot chocolate. It was like a hot chocolate only thing for me.
hot chocolate.
Yeah, it was like munchies. I don't want
Munchies and hot
coffee. Like
chocolate.
yeah, because then you'll have like 7 coffees for the day. Like no, it was hot chocolate only. Extra whipped cream, please.
I like that too. And you had any of that
So good.
nutmeg and cinnamon and shit like that on
I
it?
can't
Chocolate,
remember,
chocolate
but
powder.
If there was the option to add it, then yes.
Most definitely. I
Yeah.
like that. That is actually pretty fucking fire. Now, like, I remember that when I went out there, a lot of people who could not get flour where they would go to buy bears, you know. So if you wanted to buy like a bear, you can have that flour at the, you can't buy flour at the bars,
No,
right?
No. But I think there's certain bars that you could smoke the flour that you already have.
Yeah,
On
that is so
you.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
good point. Good
Yeah.
point. You can actually do that. You can smoke the flour that you already got at the bars inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think once it's like approved in the area, or don't quote me.
That's actually pretty
Don't go
interesting.
to Amsterdam and be like, hey, like Daria said on the podcast that I can actually
don't
smoke
say
weed
that,
in
guys.
this bar. Yeah.
Don't say that, guys. Please don't say that. Now, like, I remember actually, now that you say that, I was out in Amsterdam and I fucking was in a bar and I was smoking flower that I got outside of the bar. And
Was that
it was
the time you passed out?
almost, yeah. And like there was like a lot of smoke in there, and I was with some of my Trini friends. Shout out to those guys. And we were literally just toking up, having a good time, and we were smoking
some
roll-ons
sugar,
inside.
yeah.
Yeah, and I literally was like, no, there's too much smoke in here.
That's
I
why
just
you need
can't
the hot
do this.
chocolate. It's not for, just pleasure.
Yeah, the hot chocolate's got that
for
sugar in there as
survival,
well. You need that hot chocolate and that sugar. But like what I was just like fucking feeling like I was gonna pass. I was just too much smoke in there. I was like, what is happening? I made a beeline for the exit, flew outside, dude, like started to gasp up that air and shit. And I looked across. literally across to where we were, the bar that we were at. And there was like a kebab shop, right? Like a wing shop, kebab shop sort of thing. And I walked in there and I was like, dude, I need to get like some fucking water or something. Like I've just been drinking like a bunch of fucking beers and smoking weed in this closed environment, just a bunch of smoke and people smoking cigarettes in there and shit too. Like straight up cigarettes.
So true.
And
very European.
Very European, man. And I literally just asked the people, can I get a bottle of water? Bought a bottle of water and sat down on the fucking table.
Juice.
And I was like, I'm just going to sit down here, catch myself for a bit. And like within 10 seconds of me sitting my ass on that chair, they were like, yo, you can't sit here unless you buy food. I was like, I just bought this water. Like, no, you got to buy food. I'm like, what do you mean I got to buy food? Like, and he's like, no, you got to go outside. So I was like, I'm not trying to buy no food, dude. And so I just went outside, and when I went outside, like the security guard, the bouncer that was at the club, he actually noticed me and saw me like walk out of the club stumbling and shit, looking all haphazard.
Did he save you?
Literally, he called my homies who I came in with. He saw all of us coming together. All the Trini guys came in together. And he was like, yo, your boy's outside. Like, he ain't looking too good. He's looking a little bit fucked up. So they were like, yo, we got to hit up, we gotta like see what's going on. He came up to me, man. He literally walked straight up to me and like had a cup of some water, right? It was like sugar in it. He was like, this is just sugar water, man. Sip this. And I'm like, no, you're trying to fucking drug me, man. I know, you're gonna touch me, man. I don't want any of that stuff. And I was just like, no. And like eventually like I just smelt it and it actually was sugar water and I sipped it real slow and it took a little bit. It was like, okay, it seems like it actually is sugar water. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I'm feeling better. Like, and within seconds I felt a lot better.
Yeah. Do you remember the time that were we boxing something out or something and I started to feel really sick and you were like, eat a piece of the Pop-Tart. We like ran.
Yeah, that was like
had
in Florida.
A Pop-Tart, yeah. There was like a rogue Pop-Tart in the car. And he was like, eat a piece of the Pop-Tart. And I was like, oh, no, I really. And he was like, just trust me. And I had 2 bites of the Pop-Tart. And I swear to God, it brought me back to life.
Eat the freaking Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Gotta eat the Pop-Tart. That sugar like saves lives.
Sugar, it does.
Sugar saves lives, like 100%. Because I
if
think
you're not accustomed to smoking, I always, suggest when people start to feel a little, lightheaded and crazy, like, Smells, who cannot handle. She can't handle too much. She always needs a little Coke, like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. To like, just keep her level.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense, man. That sugar, like a lot of people know, you gotta drink water and stuff like that, stay hydrated, but you need the sugar. Like the blood sugar being low will screw your life up, man. For me personally, that was one of the most scary times I've ever like had that happen. Like, and ever since then, I took that blood sugar shit real serious.
Yeah.
So guys, if that has ever happened to you, some crazy shit like that, you just gotta drink gotta drink some soft drink or something, a Dr. Pepper, I don't know, a big gulp cup from 7-Eleven.
I love that.
Some sort of shit. Like, you need to wet that throat. That throat be parched and you gotta wet that shit. Oh man, but now actually coming to think of it, like that was like a massive hot box, So have you ever done like any crazy hot boxes, but like not in a room or like a car like type situation, like
I've definitely
box out that car and
being in the Caribbean again, it was like illegal, so I've definitely just boxed out my car a couple times, and I had a very small car, so it was easy to box.
Like that one. It didn't take a lot of smoke.
No,
to fill that shit up. And that's something that's pretty dope, man. Yeah, I've done a lot of hot boxes, man. My first car was a small car as well. It was like Hyundai Matrix, sort of hatchback sort of deal, and
square. Yeah,
very square, man. And it was like a lot of chrome on it. Had a lot of hard speakers in there. Had like a sub and everything, preamp, the works. And I used to hotbox that shit all the time, listening to like some hardcore Lil Wayne rap. That early 2000s, late 2000s sort of rap. Like, listen to that. And I remember once I was actually just finished smoking and I'm driving around in Port of Spain, which is like the capital of Trinidad, when I was heading to work one day. And there was like me playing like some Vibes Cartel. If you guys know Vibes Cartel, shout out to Free Vibes, Free Cartel, World Boss. But like I was just literally bumping that music and like it was some real profanatory, explicit shit. And I'm just driving around close by the Court of Justice and like a fucking police lady who was crossing the road pulled me over, and she was like, "What are you doing?" Like, and I'm like, this 17-year-old boy bumping this fucking "No pussy can suck on the Gaza, pussy can't suck on the Gaza," and and all that sort of stuff. And I'm just like bumping this, and I just look at her like a deer in headlights. I'm like,
That's a good question.
and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know, And I was just like, thank God I finished smoking my J, because I would have been wrapped up for sure after that hot box. But like, hot boxing is fun, man. You ever did that with like friends and all you guys got roasted?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've boxed out a couple of cars too, for sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever done like the under the sheet hot box?
Yeah, I've done that one.
That's way worse.
Yeah, that one is
That will
pretty
have
bad.
you feel like, yeah.
You feel ill real fast.
That's when you need the juice.
Yeah, like you come out of that feeling like, what is oxygen again? Like, what does air taste like? Anyone got some air that I can borrow? But like, I've also like done some crazy stuff as well. Like just trying to push the limits. I've done like back in the day, done like gravity bongs. With like the water bottle. You flip that water bottle upside down, let it drain out.
Yeah.
You suck the smoke out of the bottle. Like some really sort of gross shit.
But I went through a stage when I was, like a teenager and like hiding smoking weed, where I was literally like taking like apples and pears and just like sticking like like a straw down the middle, down the side, like just creating a L, like digging out the top, like making a bowl, and just like taking 2 hits of weed and then like eating the fruit like a snack.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Getting rid of all evidence, like just getting rid of it. Like all you have is a lighter.
I've never done that one, man.
Have you never?
No, a lot of people I'm sure have done that one. So guys, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, because I saw like a TikTok meme. I don't have TikTok, but I saw like a TikTok on Facebook, like old people do, and it was like when I'm trying to give my daughter a fruit or something, and she goes to like stick the straw in the top of the thing, and she's like, "Oh wait, no." So I know
caught
that
you.
it's a thing. Yeah,
I caught you.
People have done it. Yeah.
I figured that one out. I like that though. I'm just not a big like fruit guy and stuff.
You didn't need paper. You didn't need anything. You just it was there and it was gone.
Yeah, I like that
I got
though.
away with it.
I like that. That's smart. If you're looking to just get away with it and do it real swift, that makes a lot of sense. Because a lot of times I got caught. My parents found my stash, found my paper, found my grinder, found my makeshift pipe that I made out of a highlighter. Dad was like, "Yo, is this a friggin' crack pipe?"
Highlighter?
Yeah, literally.
Ew.
Took out the top, pop it on like it was plastic, pop some foil on that. Imagine how ugly that looks after some use, So when Pop saw that, he was like, "Yo, is this a friggin' crack pipe? What you doing?" Like he literally like had a long talk with me about like staying off like drugs and stuff. It's just pretty wild, but
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is actually pretty friggin' hilarious, dude. But I did actually want to ask you, man, when you were out in Amsterdam, did you like buy any like pre-rolls? Like what sort of stuff? Because like out there you can get like extracts, flowers, pre-rolls, all sorts of stuff, right?
I'm a dry flower fan across the board.
I got you.
So I like dry flower vaporizers, a bong,
vapes, nice.
So mostly dry flower. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get like oils for a pen, but the pen is not like a daily use thing for me. So.
Yeah. I like the dry flower as well. Like what I usually like to say is like during the morning times when I just wake up, I drink my tea. I like to hit a bowl, hit the bong, and then like in the night times or after I eat a meal or something, I'm gonna smoke a J. I can like feel and taste the
I like the blow smoke ritual kind of thing, having like, to just sit down, relax. Like the bong is a quick hit. It's nice, but you don't get that like relaxing, like blow smoke for like a 20-minute vibe,
Yeah, chill out, relax, It's like part of the process too, like some people like, agree with that fully because they say it's just too quick with the bong. You hit that, it's a one and done. But like a lot of people actually incorporate even like the rolling part of it. It does. It saves a lot of weed. Like when I was out in the UK, that's all I did. Hit bongs and like a quarter ounce would last me a week, whereas now an ounce will last us like, a fucking week, like so it's a lot.
And like roll-ons will eat up a lot of weed too.
Yeah. For a lot of people who don't know, roll-ons are like, a very Trinidadian thing, from where we're from, like you roll a spliff onto the end of a cigarette pretty much, and then you smoke the entire thing down, the cigarette and the spliff, all together. But it just uses a lot more weed. So I found that like I tasted a lot during when my sessions with the spliffs and the joints. Like,
Agreed.
so do you like prefer vapes or the like split the joints?
A that's like I mean the vape you do get a good taste.
Yeah,
so
because you get a lot of taste
that
with the
is
vapes,
nice,
you know,
and you do get a nice clean high.
and no
It's
smoke and
guilty
stuff like
less.
that.
Yeah, your clothes don't stink.
Yeah.
You can
Real
go about,
concealable.
anything. So that's convenient, but I don't know. The the flower.
Difficult one, right? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like the J's more than the vapes for sure. But like the vapes are just very convenient. I will put it that way.
Okay, but like J's are just like long term. You're gonna prefer that, obviously. Well, like if we're talking about tasting flower, then the vape for sure, right?
So
Was that
true.
what we were talking about?
Yeah, it
I'm
actually.
high. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. It literally is.
Wasn't that like the flavor? I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
And like out there, like, have you done like you like do pre rolls and stuff? Because like a lot of people say that people put like the shittier weed in pre rolls and stuff like that, the weaker flower, the shakes, the trim, all that stuff, and then they just try to camouflage it as pre rolls and sell it to you, so that you think it's something real nice. It's a big J, but it's really
I've
some
never
trim.
really done too much of the pre rolls. I think we tried one once. Where was that? Like somewhere.
We got like a legit one once. That
tried
was out in
one.
Trinidad though. I think that was like Hyatt New Year's. Like we had booked out a
that
room
was,
and shit.
Yeah, and it was like rolled. That was
And
really
it had
nice.
Keef on the outside. That was a
Yeah.
nice one. But I've got
And
some
then-
shitty ones too.
Yeah, and then I had one like that again recently when I went to Trinidad last year.
Yeah.
So I had another one like that. It was to me it kind of burned like a cigarette. Like it wasn't really anything to talk about. I'd much
Yeah.
rather like go into the wherever, check out the dry flower myself, like, and see what's really in it.
Yeah, I agree with
I don't
that.
know. I don't know.
I kind of like
But
to
they
just,
are convenient.
Yeah,
Obviously.
they are
You
convenient.
just want to like run
Grab
and get
one real
something.
quick,
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's fun.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
good.
like rolled and shit and looks cool. And
Yeah, we can get it real easy, and sometimes it comes like in
it's fun.
a little package and stuff as well. So it's like this hard package. If you're gonna travel, it doesn't get smushed,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But I don't really go out of my way to buy it.
Yeah, same here. Personally, I like to
They're
roll
kind
my
of
own J.
expensive too. Well, when I had gone to Trinidad, they definitely were.
Yeah, I saw some out in Michigan when I went out there for Canafest, and I got a couple out there. They were okay. They weren't like magnificent. I remember smoking one outside the hotel, and I was like, man, this could taste a lot better.
That's what I mean. Like you think it would just be a lot better than it is.
Yeah,
And the top, I find when you look at it, it looks like a cigarette burning. I
Yeah.
don't know. You know how like weed has like a ashy kind of dark, like
Yeah.
heavy burning look.
Yeah.
And like when
As
it
opposed to the
ashes,
cigarette.
it ashes different to
Yeah.
a cigarette. Yeah, which
like a
has
cigarette
like a
looks
different.
very light and
Yeah.
airy.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
has like a white cast
Super white.
around it. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm making any sense.
No,
but
it's true. Like a lot of people say, look for like white ash when
It
you're
look-
smoking
yeah, so
flower, but like
it makes me sus as to what's
super
in
white
it.
can look
yeah.
like cigarette. Like if you guys ever seen a cigarette fucking burn, like that cigarette burns super white. Like
It
wind will
does.
blow, like a light breeze will blow
Mhm.
that ash off.
Mhm.
Whereas I'm
And
like
it's
smoking, and
white.
I just my ash does not fall off. It
Yeah.
stays on there. So that's pretty interesting, man. That's a good point. So a lot of times people probably are like trying to camouflage. What is their
We'll never know.
trash? And I guess we'll never know, but.
Yeah.
That's a real controversial topic out here, man. So, guys, let us know if
It
you
is.
are into pre-rolls or not, because,
Yeah.
like I said, that's a controversial one for sure.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people actually, thinking of like pre-rolls and mixing stuff in there, like
The one that I got for free, by the way.
sweet,
They were
proper.
like, try it to give a review.
Yeah.
Just because they were trying to figure out a price on it, because they're like, realistically, what will somebody pay for this?
Yeah.
And I couldn't be, being fair. I was like, well, honestly, like, it's not that amazing. You want it to be better than it is.
Yeah, and I think the beauty of a lot of people doing the thing themselves is that, like, they roll up the J themselves, they sit down, they take out their
Yeah.
flowers. If you're mixing a Mendo Blendo mixing strains, you
But
can
if
put
you're
it together.
not a smoker, definitely buy them. Like, if you're going on a batchy, like, it's a girls' weekend, you guys don't roll it, but you want to
Yeah.
smoke some J's for the weekend,
Check that
it's
out.
convenient and it's fun.
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
Time and place.
Yeah, time and place. Now, I like to roll it myself just 'cause like, I feel like I roll J's the way I like to smoke them and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I take the glue off and, I can pack it the way I want and, all that stuff.
I like the way you roll J's too.
Yeah, and I roll a lot. I roll J's for me and I roll J's for her.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, man, I love it, man. Now, speaking of like the pre-rolls and weird stuff in there, like some people actually mix tobacco in their J's and stuff like that. Like, are you a fan of like mixing tobacco, like using tobacco? Are you like or anything like that? Or you just straight weed?
I don't
You just
really
prefer
like
the straight weed?
tobacco at all. I'm not like a cigarette fan. I did go through like maybe like a stupid stage in high school or something where I randomly like smoked some Dumouriez, like one or two, but
Yeah, that's a brand of cigarette, right?
I'm not a fan, but I do understand that sometimes it helps like the weed burn a bit easier, especially like in a joint. So again, time and place. Like, if I could leave it out forever, I would absolutely.
Yeah.
But is it necessary? Sometimes, yeah. Like the filters get like clogged up.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that clogging filter stuff.
Yeah, like sticky.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I know what you mean. But like either way, man, a lot of people do it differently. I've noticed like it's a very European thing. When I was living out in the UK, a lot of people did that. Like they'll use a lot of baccy. They call it baccy.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
fresh baccy.
Well, they constantly roll.
Yeah, and they roll their own
Cigarettes,
cigarettes as well. So
like,
sometimes they roll their
yeah.
own cigarette and they'll just sprinkle some weed on there, and they'll be like, okay, I'm going for a cigarette outside quick, but I'm just going to sprinkle some weed on it, and like that's just become like, a norm for them now, a way of life.
The one time that I was in that I was in Spain, the Spaniards could not get over. They were like, "Why? Like, there's so much weed in there. Like
What are you doing?
Are you trying to?
Are you
it's
trying to OD?
insane. Yeah, like, how much weed do you need for 7 days? Like, surely, like, you could get high off of 2 sprinkles. It was crazy. They like could not believe.
Yeah, they just. Meanwhile, in America, everyone is rolling that shit straight. Wiz Khalifa J's
Straight, yeah.
straight. Like, yeah.
No, they're like cigarette fans, though.
Yeah.
A lot of Europeans
They love
love
cigarettes.
tobacco.
Yeah, they
so
do.
it's just like giving it a little, pizzazz. They love that shit.
Yeah, I've
They're
seen a
gonna
stat
drink red
recently, like a
wine.
lot of people out in the U.S. have stopped smoking cigarettes, and they're smoking more weed than cigarettes now in the U.S., which is great. That's great.
Yeah.
You can't fault that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but like I think it's a very European thing for real, man. So when I went out there, a lot of people
Yeah,
did
there's
that.
no way that
and,
statistic matches in
Yeah,
Europe.
probably doesn't, man. It probably doesn't. But like guys, let us know how you like your J's, and we got a lot of stuff planned for you guys. As you guys can see, the Talkin' Loud podcast is only just beginning, and season friggin' 3 is gonna be a banging one, man. Episode 60, a great one, and we got a lot more planned for you guys, man. And I can't wait for it. We're gonna have a lot more guests on and stuff like that. It's gonna be epic, yappic. Smash the friggin' like for yappic, cause it's always yappic. And yeah, man, I had a great chat, Daria. And if you guys did enjoy this show, definitely let us know if you guys want to see more of this type of stuff. If you guys want Daria on again, be nice, don't be mean. Drop it in the comments. Let us know. Because we can have like a little co-hosting setup going, where we just do a show and we talk to you guys, about different stuff, kick it, whatever, is popping or not, and see how things are going, man. And I think you guys might like it. If you guys like it, let us know. If you guys don't like it, then don't say nothing.
They hate me.
Nah, they won't hate you. They won't hate you for sure, man. But I think the episode was friggin' amazing, Daria. What do you think about it, man?
Yeah, this was so fun. Thank
Yeah.
you. This was so fun. I'm glad I did it, and I did not chicken out.
Yeah,
I
for
nearly
sure.
did like 3 times.
Yeah, for sure. We almost did. But we made it happen. And what's important is that you always make it happen. Because remember, when they say you can't, always remember I can. THC. Right? That's exactly it, man. And we got the set up and everything is looking good. So we're going to be bringing you guys some more fire content. VIPs definitely hit up the Patreon. If you aren't on the ICANN VIP Bean Club vibes, man, then you're definitely missing out. Like I said, we got some new exclusive packs going out to you guys. Some banging stuff, some fire genetics. If you want run some new strains, get some new stuff running, definitely check that out. And you can support the channel as well, man. YouTube doesn't monetize channels like ours, so your support goes a long way to helping us create more content like this for you guys. So definitely support, show some love. Hit the link in the description below if you want to cop some of that fire diesel dog. Diesel dog, do it. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. You can cop some of that diesel dog, then definitely check that out. We got a lot of great designs. We've been working on it. Darius actually been helping me on some of those designs, so you guys definitely check that out. Cop a hoodie, cop a t-shirt, support the channel, show some love. And Mars Hydro's got your tents, lights, grow kits, all that. Hit that discount code ICANTHC. Save a few bucks. It's always good to save a few bucks. And most importantly, smash that friggin' like and stay high. And what they gotta do?
Stay fly.
Stay motherfucking fly. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, fam.
Finish him!